Hi folks, welcome back. Patrick Barrett here, your favorite driver education guru, and of course author and creator of the ever popular Driver Ed in a Box. And I'm going to talk about a question that we get a lot of times. People ask, well, how long does it take to learn to drive? You know, it's interesting because if you look at most standard driver education courses, whether it's online, at home, in a school, at a commercial driving school or professional school, what do? They have set time frames. Well, we start here and we finish here, okay? But the reality is that's a false premise, okay? You know, you can't set the time exactly and say, well, we only need 2 hours to do this, or we only need 5 hours to do this. In fact, most courses are designed where they have 5 hours of classroom for every 1 hour of in-vehicle. Should be just the opposite if you had any common sense at all. So the real answer to that question is it's whatever it takes. That's right. It's whatever it takes to learn to drive. I mean, when you had your kid and they was learning how to walk, did you say, well, you know, time's up. You learn to walk now, so you're just going to have to keep crawling. Okay? Well, you know, they did it until they did it. Okay? That's what it is. And it's the same thing when you learn how to drive. When you take a beginner, how long does it take to get through the parking lot? It takes whatever it takes. Okay, some people are going to learn faster than others. Some people will accumulate the information faster. Some people will go out and practice it, watch the videos, go out and practice with you, the parent, and then they'll come back and then go back and review the material. I had a little trouble with that. Watch the video again, then go back out and practice again. They'll observe others while they're in the vehicle. I mean, a lot of it depends on not only the ability of the student, but how much the student's willing to commit to learning this. I used to talk, when I teach to somebody personally, I talk to them and I say, look, now, your days of being a sightseer in the car are over, okay? Put away your books, put away your wireless communication devices. If I'm going to work with you in the vehicle, you have to commit to every time you're in the vehicle, not necessarily driving, but you're a passenger. You're watching everything that's going on with that driver. You're watching the traffic scene. You're anticipating how they're turning. You're watching how they keep their space. You're seeing whether or not they anticipate the path of least resistance. You are alert now 100% of the time. Why? Because you've got to develop those neural pathways that help you make judgment, and you can't do it in the limited time that I'm with you. Okay, but by practicing outside of that time, every time you're in a vehicle, going back and reviewing the material, you can accelerate your learning process. Now, so what occurs is that some people will start and then they have different speeds. It's not going to be the same speed all the time. They'll go kind of slow, learning at first, all of a sudden, bang, the light bulb goes on, now they pick it up, everything falls into place. That doesn't mean everything's going to be completely smooth all the way through, but it's going to be a lot easier. You know, people learn at different paces, and you have to allow for that. So the basic answer to that question is whatever it takes. And whether that's 4 months, 9 months, 18 months, it doesn't matter. The reality is when you get your driver license and you've completed all the course requirements, the fact is you're still going to be tested every time you get behind the wheel. So it never really ends, because every day, every time you get behind the wheel, you're being tested again. You have to challenge yourself to pay attention and follow and build your habits. Okay, this is great. I appreciate you tuning in for this one. And remember that when you practice, practice like your life depends on it, because it does. And if you need any additional help, any resources, come to www.driveredinthebox.com. Get one of our resources. Let us help you save someone's life. This is Patrick Barrett saying bye now.